Rosicrucians, they got these symbols and signs. The vocab came to the England camp in the UK. You can see it right there. And, stuff being symbols. So there you go. Crimson off the coast 13 tribe. What vocab got on? Represent neutral color. But he got that red, that crimson on. Yeah, it is high. I'm going to let Trevor speak, but he also going to state the record that we know about your COINTELPRO, Agent Provocateur, and Rosicrucians, Thai Jesuit order. So that's what this is. So let's get it. So you can see it right there. The brother did a hell of a job explaining Vocab Malone and what he was doing and his purpose and reason and why he there and how we've been dealing with you for years. You passed over the elders, you passed over the bishops in the United States and the fellow brethren to come over to the UK, and you know they rank and file, you know they order, so we know you're an agent. So this is the book I was showing, and you know Vocab Malone represent the crimson. So he represent the Zionist Jews. And now also he had this because the Rosicrucians paid off Comfy them, and that's why Japhet is Edom and so forth. So when we go to page 24, which I showed y'all, and you know these Time Magazine books, this was what displayed until 2013. This book came out. They don't let these be displayed too long. So this the Rosicrucians, the mystery underpinning of modern science. The founder of Rosicrucian is an allegory figure who never existed. The mystery order found in text was published anonymous and are the sort of embellishment literature hoax the contemporary critics call manifestos. Generations of Americans are familiar with a profit-driven modern incarnation of Rosicrucian whose cheesy, promoteless ads appear in magazines and comic books, and whose most potent current presence is a tourist attraction in San Juan, California, which you see right now. Uh, Halectic dialectic is being played out right now in California. They did 5 years ago. The Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum uh, sound boogie, yet the prominent force that initiate power Rosicrucians. So see, they got access to comic books, magazines, they got museums, everything. So they got a power base, and they deal with science. It said, yet the promote force that initially power Rosicrucians, the attempt to rediscover ancient knowledge. See that? So they into the ancient knowledge, the ancient arts, and they have this knowledge. Ancient knowledge via close studies of the natural world help speaker the enlightenment. See, they about the enlightenment. The order of the Rosicrucian has its origin in a turmoil of the Protestant Reformation in Germany, the Teeman, the existence of the fashion secret societies of learned men was revealed in 3 words published anonymous in Germany. So they all about learning about man and the science of man. I'm gonna jump around because I got things highlighted. It say he is portrayed as a seeker who acquired mystery knowledge dating back to the ancient Greeks in the Middle East. So they serious about their ancestry. It said they returned to Europe to find a brotherhood composed of 8 philosophers, alchemists, uh, physicists devoted to healing the sick. Physicians. So they use their magic, their ancient knowledge, their dark arts, and so forth to heal and to bring things into fruition. Rosicrucian has their first present to the world cloaked in mysteries, but its lasting impact was to lay the groundwork for modern science based on the experimental methods. And that's why it came out of Germany. That's where you get your whole Operation Paperclip. You get your whole uh, thing with Bucky and the whole Manchurian Candidate, your whole science. Your matter of fact, Germany is prominent with the whole rockets, propagation, propagation, propagation. How you say it? Propagation, proportion system of the goddamn rocket propelled engine, which Elon Musk is using to go to what, the moon, so they say, which they're trying to escape Yahweh Shah, and also to create the weapons of mass destruction, which you see today. So vocab is involved in all that. Now we're gonna get some scriptures that's gonna let us know that basically this is nothing new. This been going on. So what we seeing is what always been happening. Oh, let me get this 2 Corinthians. That's why the arguments got to stay circumspect. And you got to stay on your shit. Got to stay on your shit. This 2 Corinthians 2:11. These saints should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And that's how vocab is. He got access to the whole world through the Rosicrucians and his luminous connects. That's why he can fly all over the world and do these things and pop up. The brothers got to be strong in the faith and understand what the will of Yahweh Shai is. And these scriptures is an example of what happened in the past is happening today. This Galatians 2:1-4. No, I'm just going to do 4. It's Galatians. I'm going to start Galatians 2:1. Then 14 years after, I went up to Jerusalem with Barnabas and took Titus with me also. See that? So Paul is taking brethren to pray, spread the gospel. Watch what happened. And I went up by revelation and communion unto them the gospel which I preach among the Gentiles, but privately to them which were of reputation. And that's what's happening. When you seen the whole Ronald Dalton, the whole Shaquille O'Neal and his movie theater and the Kanye West, that's them trying to send a message to those who have repetition to stay away from this. That's what they doing. Because privately, you have Israelites who are prominent, blacks, Blacks, Native American, that's in this system, whether they football players, singers, actors, just straight business millionaires. They believe in Yahweh and they practicing it. But privately to them which were of repetition, least by any means I shall run and have run in vain. But neither Titus, who was with me, being in Greek, was compelled to be circumspect. See that? Because he was Hellenized, so he Israelite, but now he knowing who he is, he want to get circumcised. It said, and that because of false brethren, unawares brought in, who came in privately to spy out our liberty, which we have in Yahweh Shah, that they might bring us into bondage. It said, to whom we give place by subject, no, not for an hour, that the truth of the gospel might be continue with you. And that's why you got guys like Nate, General Yohanan, all these upstart from Genesis, the new guy selling the Bible. See, these guys privately come in. All this security detail, weapon carrying. Now y'all Crips and gangbangers and Hoover Crips. And see, the scriptures tell us that these false brothers was going to come in. And we see them. They coming in heavy too. But let's get this Acts 17 and 5. That's why we do these epistles, to warn the flock. This Acts 17 and 5. But the Jews which believe not move with envy. See that? So you're going to have a group of our people who this ain't for them. Took unto them certain lewd fellows of the base sort. And that's the guys like Alazar. Oh, I'm getting pegged and all that shit. And gather a company and set all the city on an uproar. And you see them. You got Wi-Fi and all these different guys. You got all these dreads out there yelling, screaming at people. But this is nothing but they ain't doing nothing but fulfilling the scriptures. That's why you Akims who got this truth steady the course. Base short and gather a company. But the Jews which believe not move with envy, took unto them certain lewd fellows of the base sort and gather a company, and set all the city in an uproar, and assaulted the house of Jason, and sought to bring them out to the people. And when they had found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying, these that have turned the world upside down and come hither also. See that? Because that's what this truth is doing. It's turning these people's world upside down. And they know it too. So let's get this so that's why we ain't gotta go to nobody. We ain't gotta try to do anything. Everybody gotta come to us. Because we got the truth. That's just how it goes. This Romans. John 11. Tripping. Replaying the same thing out again. Everybody reincarnated playing their part. This John 11:48. If you had sellouts then, you got sellouts now. John 11 and I'm going to start at 45. Then many of the Jews which came to Mary had seen the things which Yahweh did believed on him. But some of them went their way to the Pharisees and told them what things Yahweh has done. And that's how it is with the hierarchy of our people. That's why they joined all these boule secret societies. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? And that's why the pastors had that council around COVID For this man does many miracles. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him. And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation. And that's exactly